As the first light of dawn broke, a huge yellow excavator crashed through the iron barrier I'd constructed myself. Karen Blackwood, the HOA leader from the upscale neighborhood nearby, remained secure in her sleek, dark SUV, observing as 8 contracted enforcers with pry bars stormed my territory. I positioned myself with my 12-gauge shotgun, and she gazed beyond the muzzle as if I were mere filth beneath her heel, certain her contrived power outweighed my land ownership. This went beyond a gravel path, ruining her luxury home's vista. It involved a haughty despot unable to accept that my 20-acre farm lay outside her domain, a figure who thought her flimsy HOA role entitled her to menace my spouse with arson warnings and deploy massive equipment to demolish the haven we'd created across 2 decades. Yet, what Karen overlooked as she commanded her minions was that I hadn't idly awaited destruction. She had gravely confused my preference for peace with vulnerability. I'd transformed my estate into a sophisticated monitoring snare, and I recognized the judicial decree she brandished to rationalize this forceful incursion was a crude counterfeit, certain to be a major crime. In this tale, I'll reveal precisely what transpires when a bureaucratic bully tests a serene individual beyond limits. You'll witness how I neutralized a dozer sans fatalities, exploited her hubris to flip her paid brawn against her, and ultimately observe the ruler of Whispering Pines swap her ivory business attire for metal restraints on the very earth and lane she aimed to seize. My name is Tim Danvers. 2 decades back, I discovered what I sought: tranquility. 20 acres of forest by a chilly stream, distant from humanity's clamor. My wife, Lisa, and I didn't purchase a way of living. We forged an existence. We laid our home's base with our bare hands. It became our refuge. My garage carried scents of oil and metal. Lisa's plot exuded soil and ripe produce. We lacked neighbors near enough for casual loans, and that suited us perfectly. Prior to this, urban life confined us. Our green space was a tiny 4x4 deck facing a busy freeway. Our daily symphony included alarms, blaring vehicles, and overhead tenants engaging in what resembled rowdy sports at midnight. We suffocated in din. Once we amassed funds for these 20 acres, the hush was so intense it nearly pained my hearing. Adjusting took weeks to cease, startling at branch cracks in the timber. This calm wasn't mere liking, it was essential. It was breathtaking. Our routine was straightforward. We rose at daybreak. We labored intensely. We dined on the veranda, viewing wildlife emerging from foliage at twilight. We had no close folks for borrowing basics, and we cherished that. Our grounds bordered 3 sides by public woods. The remaining edge aligned an ancient ranch. For ages, that ranch stayed vacant meadows. Then, roughly 12 months prior, heavy machines arrived. They stripped the terrain bare. They installed pathways and conduits. Soon, grand residences rose, all identical. They named it the Estates at Whispering Pines. It was a regulated association with mandates for all aspects, from entry hue to permissible blooms. It embodied all we'd fled here to avoid. Our sole entry exit was a lengthy, unpaved trail linking the primary regional route. That path belonged to us. Our title confirmed it plainly. It bordered our holdings, adjacent to the fresh subdivision. From their manicured turfs, those in opulent abodes viewed our basic dirt track. They saw our aged steel entrance and our handmade plaque reading the Danvers. Evidently, they disliked the sight. Initially, I dismissed it. They possessed their realm. We held ours. A distinct boundary via robust fencing I'd erected divided us. Their edicts halted there. Statutes affirmed it. The local chart verified it. My document stated it. I trusted that sufficed. I held that a person's domain was theirs alone. I was an obstinate fellow. I was soon to learn the extent of resolve required. The serenity I'd cultivated lifelong was nearing disruption. A tempest approached, bearing a label, the Homeowners Association. It began with correspondence. The postal carrier deposits our items in a container by the thoroughfare, so I retrieve it bi-weekly. One Tuesday, amid invoices and agricultural brochures, I spotted an elegant envelope. It featured dense, smooth stock, akin to formal invites. The sender, Whispering Pines HOA, President's Office. I unsealed it immediately, propped on my vehicle's bumper. The note was courteous, laden with terms like communal accord and visual norms. It greeted us to the area, ironic as we'd resided 20 years pre their enclave's birth. Then it pinpointed our rough entry path, my driveway, generated particles. Its primitive style clashed with the subdivision's defined ambience. It graciously urged us to contemplate surfacing it to boost the overall area's worth and allure. I perused it doubly, then chuckled. I guffawed intensely, bracing on the postbox to stay upright. They desired I asphalt my half-mile gravel lane, which I maintained personally with my gear, ideal for my utility vehicle and Lisa's vintage wagon. They wished me to spend $50,000 on blacktop due to my aversion to soil views. I creased the missive, pocketed it, and headed home. Upon entry, I flung it into the firewood burner. Lisa noticed. "What was that?" she inquired. "Spam from adjacent folks," I replied. They presumed to dictate our path. She didn't chortle. A crease formed betwixt her brows, signaling concern. "Spam from neighbors," I reiterated, embracing her. "Ignore it." Yet forgetting proved challenging. A week on, another dispatch arrived. Less amicable. It was a follow-up violation alert. It noted our non-reply to their cordial plea. It imposed a $100 daily penalty till fixed. Signed by Karen Blackwood, HOA head. This instance, I retained it, affixing to the cooler beside Lisa's sketch of an oversized squash. It was absurd, nearly comical. We weren't HOA members. No agreement signed. Their leverage equaled a foreign monarch's. Mea paltsums, hollow intimidations. But Lisa grew uneasy, meaning fewer baked goods. Thus, I attempted negotiation. Next Wednesday night, illumination shone in their communal hall, a mock Italian edifice resembling a restaurant bred with a mortuary. I entered in grimy overalls and muddy footwear. The assembly progressed. About 30 attendees on collapsible seats heated Karen Blackwood at a lectern. The space reeked of floral spray and unease. Karen donned a neutral executive outfit, gesturing at a slide on allowable postbox designs. My door bang drew all gazes. Utter quiet ensued. You could detect the scent diffuser's hiss. Karen fixed her specs. "Pardon, sir. This is restricted to residents. Shipments to rear." I strode the aisle to front. "Not shipping, Karen. I'm Tim Danvers, the one with the mismatched driveway beside." A unified inhale filled the air, as if I'd declared contagion. Karen stiffened. "Mr. Danvers, you've disregarded formal notices. You're accumulating hefty penalties." "I'm gathering stove fuel," I amended. "I came to clarify for you all. I was present when this was grazing land. My path is titled. Your regulations bind signatories." I abstained. A gent in a knit vest lifted a shy palm. "But the grime. It coats my luxury car when you pass." I eyed him. "It's rural, friend. Soil occurs. Clean your auto." Karen rapped her mic. "Mr. Danvers, we're fostering a particular living aesthetic. Your nonconformity opposes group unity." "Living aesthetic," I scoffed, resounding in the stillness. "Karen, you control postbox corrosion. That's not living. That's anxiety. Abandon my path. Leave us be. That's my sole proposal." Turning to exit, a lady in row 2, gripping a folder on sanctioned ground cover, emitted a faint, scared peep. "He's correct, Karen," she murmured shakily. "The postbox mandates are overkill." Karen pivoted, gaze protruding. "Overkill, Brenda? Recall the illicit figurine event last spring? Norms must persist. We're crafting heritage, not a bazaar." I shook my cranium. "You're erecting a jail with fine greenery," I remarked. "Best wishes." I departed. Behind, Karen yelped on Clause 4, Segment C, and required adherence sessions. I ignored. Idia Tumtumil. It stated if unresolved in 10 workdays, the HOA would correct and invoice us. That chilled my veins. What signified correct? The reply emerged late eve. Our canine, Buster, a large mutt blend, barked fiercely near the garage. Not his typical scavenger alert. This was profound, irate. I seized the large lantern by the portal and investigated. Air-cooled, pine-scented, moon-slim. I trod the trail to garage, beam-piercing shadows. Buster stood by boundary fence, fur raised, rumbling deeply. I traced his stare. Initially nothing. Then light hit a vivid orange marker on slender stake, embedded my side. I paced the fence. Another 20 feet on. More. Intruders had entered my grounds nocturnally, planting these. They outlined a neat path from entrance along my trail, a route for fresh paving. They'd not merely mailed, they'd invaded. They claimed my turf as theirs. Dynamics shifted. No longer paper. About my soil. Standing in gloom with dog snarling nearby, I realized combat loomed. Dawn next, I extracted all orange markers. Bundled with cable, hung on entrance below no entry placard. A declaration, explicit, yet insufficient. These ignored signs. 2 days hence, a glossy dark utility vehicle, pricier than my machinery, halted at barrier. Engine purred arrogantly. A female alighted passenger side. Tall, slender, in pristine light ensemble, seeming dust-free. Hair angled sharply. Clipboard wielded like armament. This was Karen Blackwood. 2 males exited rear. Bulky, solid, necks bulging uniform tops. Emblems, pine encircled with whispering pine security. Less guards, more TAV ejectors. Elder with silver crew cut, stern visage. Younger, equally massive. Flanked her, arms folded, feigning menace. I approached from my side. Halted. Silent. Waited. Timothy Danvers? She queried, tone crisp. Eyes on board. Yes, I stated. Calm, deep. Karen Blackwood, HOA chief, she declared, board-focused. Assessing this unsightly entry. You're obstructing. I glanced at her, then perspiring duo in snug shirts. Not entry, Karen. My drive. I replied evenly. You're intruding. Signs not advisory. It's limit. She lifted gaze, eyes slitting. Spare boundary lectures, Mr. Danvers. Association pacts allow HOA unrestricted access for breaches impacting collective worth. Legal entitlement and ethical duty to fix ugliness. Ugliness, I echoed. Surveyed my forest, lofty evergreens, Ray's sifting canopy. Then her sterile paved paradise. Ma'am, your pacts bind your buyers. Not me. Faux edicts cease at fence. Now reverse your spectacle before sheriff cites trespass felony. Karen chortled brittly. Sheriff? He dines our hall Thursdays. Think he minds a defiant occupant impeding advancement. Elder guard, hose advanced heavily, sensing desired intensification. Smagler. Our posh attorney says, Gramps, your path's communal, right due historic farm passage. Grants us entry, you're barring public way. My title says mine. I countered, tone firming. No right. Misinformed. Last chance, depart my grounds. Karen exhaled irritably, implying unreasonableness. Not departing till evaluation done. Measure path, grade assessment, paving cost you'll cover. Not at a hose. He grasped barrier latch. Body tensed. Barrier was threshold. My portal. Grasping equaled assault. Don't contact my barrier, I uttered low, flat. Command. Husklinet. Or what, geezer? I held gaze. Discover peril. Not large, but lifelong manual toil. Hoisted motors from rigs, hammered endlessly. Distinction, gym build versus labor strength. They outsized, but I knew deeper power. My calm unsettled more than yells. Karen noted. Paused. Assurance waverde. Unaccustomed to denial. Certainly not fearless foes. Absurd, she muttered. We'll return with decree. You won't prevail, Mr. Danvers. We possess rules. Standards. She pivoted, re-entered vehicle. Hose and mate glared lastly before following. Rig reversed, departed dust clouding my side. Lingered post gone, palm on cool steel. Clash ended momentarily, but prelude. They probed fence. Next, breach it. New return imminent. Didn't expect promptly. Days elapsed. Resumed tasks, but gut nodded persistently. Watch path more. Every vehicle, trigger glance. Lisa silent. Garden busy, but eyes worried. Our haven fractured. Storm wait. Hit Thursday afternoon. In garage swapping fluid lines on loader. Heard rig at barrier. Not sleek SUV sound. Aged motor, exhaust clatter. White palms, exited. Beaten white utility van. Side magnet. Whispering pines upkeep. 2Us emerged, late 20s. Grimy pants, tees. Arrogant, untested bravado. One lean with beard. Other sturdy, web ink on throat. Toolbox, long lever. Approached barrier, fiddled lock. Ignored dwelling. Acted proprietors. Trod toward, boots grinding. Unrushed. Wanted visible. You lads? I asked. Lean one, skier, glanced. Yeah, shift truck pops. Order to dismantle unauthorized build. It's barrier on personal turf, I said. Reboard fun. Steady to go. Falaping hua seat. Karen warned stubborn. Shift or shifted. Skier advanced, shoved chest hard. Error. Grave. Expected retreat. Instead closed. Left slapped arms aside, right clutch shirt hip twisted. No martial art. Ay balitas. Skier flew briefly, gravity pulled. Landed face down gravel with slap, skidding nose. Wheezed, spat earth. Sturdy paused, absorbing partner's defeat by aging fixer. Roared, lever high. You're done, fossil. Swung bat like its skull. Potent but obvious. Dropped knee, bar whooshed overhead. Momentum unbalanced, gut exposed. Rose no fist. Boot heel drove knee side. Nasty crack. Screeched, limb folded, collapse clutching, dirt rolling. Lever dropped. 8 seconds. Two toughs to heap and wail. Stood over, pulse steady. Unwinder. I'd skier rising elbows. Clear. Voice soft, resonant. No touch me. No video. No step here, ever. Scrambled up. Defiance fled. Only dread. View be novel. Retreated van, eyes fixed. Entered, slammed, fled, tire spinning. Left lever. Retrieved. Weighty steel, dismantler or arm. Came for barrier. Brought weapon. Willing use. Eyed tool, then vanished path. New Karen irked. Sent pups, returned yelping. Next, predators. Post quiet worse than clash. 2 days nil. No mail, vans, glossy rigs. Not serene. Breath held. Pre-strike hush. Strained third entity, our abode. Meals, duties, but attentive, expectant. Revenge, Saturday night. Living area reading. Lisa book, me parts list. Normal. Then click, lights failed. Home dark. Sudden abyss. Outage, Lisa quavered. Likely grid fault, I soothed, knowing false. Not return tighter. Rose, found mantle beam. Cut cone dark. Stay. Check main. Main on pole by garage, 100 yards. Booted, exited night. Moonless. Total black. Trod known route, light dancing. Near pole, box ajar. Unusual. Always secured. Beamed inside. Switch on. Not issue. Trace cables up to county feed. Saw. Lines severed. Clean cut bolt tool. Intentional. Invader climbed. Slice power. Icy wrath surged. Beyond damage. Assault. Driving us. Misery. Unsafe home. Then horror sound. Lisa's shriek. Pure fear from dwelling. Forgot lines. All but her. Ran fastest ever. Through black. Heart pounding. Beam erratic. Nightmares flashed. Breached? Injured? Burst entry, called. Lisa here. Okay. Found her cornered, trembling. Beam swept, hit vista window. Shattered. Web cracks, central void. Floor glass shards, boulder loaf-sized. Rushed, embraced. Shook holy. Fine, whispered. Kitchen. Her break. Yelled. Held tight, relief knee weak. Unharmed. Wrath reignited hotter. I'd rock. String tied paper. Knelt careful shards. Untied, unfolded. Bold ink. Last warning. Non-evacuation leads to fire asset loss. Depart. Word snapped in her. Or forged steel. They'd menace spouse. Burn home built hands. War now, personal. I'd Lisa pale and glow, vowed silent. Unacceptable. No expulsion. No victory. End it whatever cost. Days later, return job to Bark Mountain blocking entrance. Ton shredded blocking vehicle. Laminated tag. Area enhancement. Entry paused. Nodai. Worked. Started loader. Diesel comfort dusk. Hour shifted pile roadside berm. As done, security cruiser passed slow. Driver scowled. I waved. Game mutual. Next morn, dawn rose, altered realm. Or I altered. Prior fear evaporated. Left icy determination. No more passive. Offensive now. First, sheriff call. Youth deputy arrived. Courteous. Photograph lines window. Took rock note evidence. Noted pad. But speech. Frankly, Mr. Danvers, hat back. No witnesses, plates, limited action. Suspect known, but proof differs. Suggest cameras, quality. Planned already. Deputy gone, town drive. Not chain store. Security specialist, business grade. Exited top setup. 8 HD infrared motion cams. Record a drive home, cloud secure. Fireproof proof. Day installed. Pole 1 gate view. 2 garage woods approaches. House corners each. Precise. Wheel conduit. Angles perfect, no gaps. Sunset, fortress estate. Even critter noise videoed. Lisa aided. While cams, she packed escape sacks, attire, hydration, docks. Sad sight bag by portal built home. Refuge bunker. Night, strain snapped Lisa. Midnight storm, gust rain. Sensors triggered tree, sway, phone buzzes. Jumps. 2 a.m. thunder boom shook. Lisa bolted bed, gasped nails dug arm. Ear? Glass again. Thunder deer soft heart raced. Reached bedside pistol, new routine. Can't endure Tim, voice broke. Tears flowed. Shadows scare kitchen. Garden fear, ruining all. Maybe surface road. Yield for breath. Hurt worse blow. Breaking her. Goal. Held close stroked. No. Fear stark. Bully's tactic. Fear yields. Inch given. Acres taken. Built life, Lisa. No surrender Karen. Sob chest, nodded. Right? No. Tired fear. No, I said. End soon. Vow. Post cams, barrier upgrade. Drag gold. 2 10-foot girder scrap, bridge type. Dug deep, concrete set posts. Welded sturdy rails between. No gate, swinging fort. Tog stoba. Hardened lock, cutterproof. Night unlock safe. Shotgun, rifle sidearm. Cleaned, loaded steady, table array. No seek fight but no flee. Trouble saw me. Karen, thugs revealed. Above law. Take wanted. Lesson hard. Push Irene far. Home prepped, grounds prepped, I prepped. Cool me. Assault dawn. Gray light trees. Phone alerted nightstand. Awoke instant. Grabbed. Screen gate feed. Heart raced. Them fleet. Led massive yellow dozer. Scoop raise sneer. Follow backhoe. Then contractor pickups. Men laden. Rear safe. Karen SUV. Shadow watching. Shook Lisa. Ear low urgent. Mini. Gear heavy. Eyes fear wide. No panic. Prepped. Plan. Safe space. Boots on. Basement concrete. Steel lock. Bar in. 911. Say machinery illegal breach. Hear gunfire. Life fear. Exact. Knotted pale resolve. Grab sack. Radio. Lock below. Turn battle. Grab bedside gun. Loaded check. Prepped. Feed again. Dozer unrelenting. Huge engine dragon. Roar. Quiet mourn. Aimed barrier. Crash metal screech. Teeth hurt. Buckled. Held weld second. Physics 1. Grown human. Bases tore soil burst. Structure discarded toy. On my land. Violation gut punch. No open meat. Suicide. My turf. New all. Plan. Slipped rear. Quick gloom garage. Position old blocks. Iron V8 S log rigs. Metal shield. Clear road view. Dozer advanced. Treads chewing graded decades. Operator drops scoop. Gouge banks. Ripped trees. Widen brutal. Distraction pure. Men exited trucks. 8+ drivers. Tools weapons. Wrenches. Irons bats. Hose directed house point. Raised gun shoulder. Hands firm. Breath even. No person aim. Machine heart. Weighted grill expose. Squeezed. Roar deafened. Shot radiator punch. Coolant steam cloud. Engine hack. Died shutter. Beast slain. bleed road. Backhoe driver advanced replace. Ready. Prior stacked, wood bank above. Wire held. Gun fired anchor. Snapped. Cache ton log baillé front. Second blocked. Muscle null. Now mend me. Houssier lid. Ignore machines. House. Pull out. Advanced road. Mob armed. Spread. Rat gun, echo woods. Stepped visible. Private boomed. Lawn route. Off now. Hesitated. Some glanced road, unsure. Who's push it? Ate us. Take. Advanced. Fired warning feet lead. Ground burst. Yelp back. No more warn, shouted. Next not dirt. Some fled. 2 dropped irons. Log scrambled trucks. No part. 5 hose lead continued. Committed. Angry. Dangerous. Fight. Minutes blur motion. Rush violence. Pack rushed roar. No reload time. Dropped. Met fists. Decades fury. Jacket guy bat head. Ducked wind cool. Schulda gut. Lifted slam garage side. Boom. Slid stayed. Another blind wrench. Forearm block. Pain jolt neck. Fracture likely. Saved head. Gritted. Spun reach. 3 rib punches. Crack felt. Frog sound. Back wrench drop. Third rear tackle. Hurt spin. Elbow face. Cartilage yield. Back blood nose. Grab shirt. Tire stack throw. Deep down. Hose issue. Hung back. Grunts weaken. Charged rhino rage roar. Breath hard. Arm agony. Knuckles bleed. Bigger. Younger. Unhurt. Fist head. Duck but quick. Rib hit wind out. Gas back. On me. Slammed wall. Head bounce stars. Pin drew knockout. Should paved geezer. Sneer close. No strength direct. Spat face blood saliva eyes. Roar disgust. Grip loose wipe second. Needed. Step charge. Grab ground gun barrel. Arc swing. Met stock chest solid. 6 sound. Stopped eyes bulge. Air gasp ragged. Totter breathe fail. Kicked legs. Back thud boot felt. Hose down. Last 2 eyed me woods fled wordless. Stood breath hard. Knuckles blood body ache. Held. Sirens distant grow. 1 backhoe driver rose. No fight. Young 20 eyes terror. Hid machine. Eyed me, ground men, lights road. Trapped. Dropped iron clatter. No shoot. Whimper hands up. No trouble. She said legal. Papers. Walked aches. Pick gun. Held no point. Leet, rough. Now prison armed trespass, assault more. Kid shook. Panic eyes. No thug hose kid paycheck bad choice. No jail back, babble. Please. Gave foreman packet, court order. Easement County. Right here. Stubborn occupant. Mind sharp. Forged order. Proof need. Karen down. No order. Voice steady. Sheriff now. Time out. Kid broke. Tears. God knew wrong. Crazy. Said whatever clear road. Law hers. I cops. Decided. Papers foreman truck. Get. Tell cops helped. Cooperated. Please. Fetch now said. Twice needless. Log scramble. Truck rummage. Back folder. Gasps. Shove hands. You're all. Tell help. Took his first law car lights. Slid road stop. Lisa call reached nearby patrol. Aid here. Enemy plans hand. War turned. Unfolded mayhem. Officers swarmed. Command sharp. Cuff ground men. Helped runner surrender. Donnie folder kid ground wept. Story deputy noted patient. Then Karen. Out SUV. March Chief Sheriff Miller. Weathered face. Seen all eyes. County law. Unimpressed. Karen shrieked. Suit wrinkled dust. Hair mess. Arrest him. Finger tremble me. Assault workers. Destroyed property. Maniac. Order right. Walk calm chaos to Miller. Ignored Karen. Extended folder. Sheriff steady. Gave men. Told legal county decree. Seize property. Miller took. No look me Karen. Opened read. Pulled easement order. Long gaze. Sound Karen rant rights values. Finally up. Pass Karen, dozer eyes mine. Slow head shake. Paper again. Awful fake. Seal blurry copy. Signed squiggle. Fool thugs, not veteran sheriff. Folded slow, folder arm. Turned Karen full. Ma'am, quiet authority. Seen this, worst forgery career. Karen mouth agape. What? Legal. No ma'am, patient child. Felony. Forged uttering. Plus d'armed trespass. Conspired assault. Damage thousands. Smushed gata. Dozer tour road. Live base. Karen red to pale. Sputter. But Pax, HOA, Miller cut. No jurisdiction. Property not club. Zero authority. Organized violent invasion. Deputy turn. Cuff. Approach cuffs. Arrogance panic. Can't. President whispering pines. Miller no look. Cuff. Drag screaming cars. Miller me. Fine cams, Mr. Danvers. Prosecutor loves. Cuffed hose head hold. Separate cars. Statements taken. Lisa basement up. Brought footage tablet. Watch car seat. All. Dozer smash. Armed advance. Warning. Force rush only. Self-defense clear. Noon gone. Toes machines. Left quiet. Broken barrier. Road scars. Battle over one. Weeks lawyers papers. Different fight ready. Criminal versus Karen. Hose. Others DA easy. Cams damning premeditated. Forged nail. Donnie reduced sentence testimony. Karen tyrant manipulated threat disaster. Charges list. Conspiracy, forgery, trespass, assault, damage. Prison real. Us felonious. News spread pines fire. Karen ran, HOA fief. Embezzled. Targeti finis. Guardsim forcers. My attack extreme example. Truth out, revolt. Emergency meet not hall. School gym packed. Karen ousted unanimous. Board out, company fired. Civil suit. Lawyer Henderson City Sharp. Easiest case. Insurance evidence PR, nightmare, settled fast. Damages paid, fees distress sum. Substantial. Money secondary. Justice. Message bully no win. Protect ours. Life normal new. Tested. Invaded. Fought one. Peace earn hard. Days post arrest. Road damage survey. The car arrived. Sita moodist. Man out nervous. Casserole covered. Stop line. Mr. Danvers. Bob. 3 Streets Pines. Shovel lean wary. Help Bob. Dish up. Lasagna. Wife made. Look, not all with Karen. Most quiet like you. Finit terror. You exposed. Favor us. Saw the set dish post backed. I dish him. Thanks, Bob. Tell my wife thanks. Nodded relief left. 8 lasagna porch. Good. Truce taste. Settlement new gate. Girders are concrete deep. Statement. Oak sign private. Defend ours. Evening porch sunset. Quiet back. Not fragile. Earned. I'd steal barrier road end. Over. Lisa is soft. Hand taken. For now. Silent trees dark. Try again. My land.